Fort Knox has been a U.S. military reservation since 1918, but American soldiers have occupied this area since as early as the Civil War. In 1918, in the midst of a vast buildup in France, the American Expeditionary Force established a tank corps to support it against the Germans. One of the first American armored forces to see combat was led by a young cavalry captain named George S. Patton. Captain Patton was the first American soldier to distinguish himself during World War I. Captain Patton was one of 3 officers who spearheaded the armor training of the armor forces in the United States after World War I. By 1940, the United States Army Armor Center was officially placed on active status because Europe was being overrun by Nazism. The Armor Training Center was based at Fort Knox, and the title was changed numerous times in the first 3 years until it was designated the Armor Replacement Center in 1943. The training center grew considerably in size and function during World War II. After the war, the training center was put on inactive status until the 3rd Armored Division was ordered to be combat ready. That proved to be very essential when called into action around the world. Whether it be from the cold and rugged mountain terrain of Korea in the 1950s, to the endless hot and steamy jungles of Vietnam in the 60s and 70s, to the years of emotional field effects on lives surrounding the Berlin Wall of Germany, to the liberation of Kuwait and the protection of Saudi Arabia in Operation Desert Storm in the 1990s. Since its inception in 1940, the training center has distinguished itself in the capabilities and competence of the performance of its duties. When recruits arrive at the Fort Knox Reception Battalion, they are whisked through their whirlwind reorientation from civilian to soldier. Aptitude testing, a classification interview, an orientation meeting, and the creation of a permanent file are but a few of the segments of their brief stay at the Reception Battalion. This is the beginning of a soldier.
1, 2, 1, 2.
A new haircut is one of the major transitions for the new soldier. With a buzz and a swipe, the soldier is given a new haircut for a new life. The soldier is thoroughly immunized to ensure his complete health. A complete physical examination is given to each soldier. The new recruit is issued all the clothing and equipment he will use during training. A medical evaluation would not be complete without an eye examination. A dental examination is also given to ensure the new soldier's best health. The new recruit is issued the initial payment to buy all his personal necessities. After the soldiers receive their initial pay, they are given the opportunity to go to the PX to buy any personal items, as well as those required to be used during basic training. Though brief, the soldier's stay at the reception battalion is full of activity. 4 short days to in-process all these new soldiers into their new life. 4 days to identify and classify each new recruit. How do they do it? The soldiers are then greeted by a new and commanding voice. This is the drill sergeant, the face and voice that will become the guiding influence over these hectic, grueling weeks of basic training.
06, drill sergeant. 07, drill sergeant. 08, drill sergeant. 09, drill sergeant. 010, drill sergeant.
Then it's off to their new life.
Inspection, halt!
During drill and ceremony practice, the drill sergeant teaches the soldiers to work as a unit. The hours spent learning individual, squad, platoon, and company drills are the foundations for the precise discipline and obedience that develops alertness and teamwork. One of the first phases of training for the new soldier is first aid. There are many important applications of emergency medical care that the soldier learns, and it is a skill that can well be carried over into the soldier's civilian life as well. Nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare, the battlefield of the future. In the face of uncertainty, preparedness is essential. The Army prepares the soldier with the necessary training in defense against nuclear, biological, and chemical agents. How is the NBC attack recognized? How do you protect yourself? What first aid measures can be taken? The soldier learns the questions and the answers. Then each soldier gets a small foretaste of the results, and he learns just how valuable those classes were. Although the phrase dining facility is relatively new, the purpose is not. At peak performance, the dining facility is capable of serving up to 250 soldiers in 15 minutes in a company-sized facility, and 1,250 soldiers in 45 minutes in a battalion consolidated facility. It is still, however, reminiscent of the days when it was called the mess hall. The rifle becomes a soldier's tool in a profession of arms, and like any other profession, the use and knowledge of the tools must be second nature. The soldier must learn about his weapon from the inside out. Basic rifle marksmanship begins on the 25-meter range. Now that the fundamentals of sighting and aiming have been taught, the soldier learns how to analyze his own firing action and judge his performance. After the 25-meter range, the soldier is ready for more advanced rifle firing. He learns firing positions and how to allow for variations in terrain and distance. After many hours of training and reinforcement, the soldier is ranked according to the number of targets scored as hits. He is designated a marksman, sharpshooter, or expert. The bayonet course is one more aspect of the soldier's training with his M16 rifle. The soldier is taught how to handle his rifle with defensive and offensive moves in case he has to fight in close arms combat. After practicing these movements, the soldier is given further experience in more advanced applications. When the soldier has become familiarized with his new form of weapon and its application, he is taught how to negotiate and utilize all kinds of terrain while under fire on the assault course. This course utilizes many of the skills and training the soldier has already encountered.
That's what you got, orange nut?
There are many instances when there is not time to go back to the company area just to eat. Therefore, either food is brought out to the field or the soldier must carry it with him in an MRE kit, meals ready to eat. After a hard day of training, a few minutes to sit and relax are welcome.
All right,
A uniform is a very distinctive set of clothing. There is a great deal of pride attached to the uniform of the United States Army, and for the soldier being fitted for their personal garments.
Drill Sergeant, Private Carroll, 46 Romeo, television radio broadcaster, Anne Arundel, Maryland.
Show me your wallet.
Inspections are thorough and relentless. Cleanliness and order are the keys to a successful inspection and preparedness for combat. Inspections teach the soldier the proper maintenance and organization of both their combat and personal equipment.
Walker looks very good.
The road march is something the soldiers dread from the start, is glad when it's over, and might write home about, but definitely would not like to do it again. But the nightmare does not go away. Sore legs and blisters are a few of the legacies left behind. The road march is a test of endurance and perseverance, which tests the soldier's training by experience. It also teaches a final lesson: to respect and cherish the soldier's most valuable piece of equipment, the feet. A family day is planned for soldiers to visit with family and friends prior to graduation. This gives the soldiers the opportunity to explain some of the equipment they used during training, as well as tell some of their own personal war adventures. Graduation Day, the first milestone in the soldier's Army career. Family and friends are cordially invited to share in this special day, honoring their loved ones. For the graduates, it's a day of pride in the knowledge that a formidable accomplishment has been achieved. The review honors those soldiers who have distinguished themselves by exceptional performance, and the companies graduating as they pass in review, where family and friends can see the pride and confidence they display. For family, it's a day of celebration and reunion, as well as a day of discovery. For the young man that said goodbye is now a confident soldier, ready to go on to the next phase of his Army career.
Go back. March. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Mark time. March. About. Hey. Go left, right. Bring on. Go left, right. Yeah. Go left, right. Sit up. Go left, right. Bring on. Go left. Fair. March. Step. Don't anticipate the fair. Left. Get your distance, stay good. Left. Bring it on and the fucking surrender. Left. Right. Bring on. Right. Shout. And the front, fix the rear. Hey. March, left, leave us dead. Left, run left, run left, get your distance, run left, half step, march, left, get your distance, right. I don't care. Open your eyes, man. Open your eyes. Oh, yeah, baby. Don't run that ice. Too easy. Get that man, break it, Walker. That's not so bad. Get to that. That's not so bad, is it? All right, guys, try. Oh, that mixed up, man. Oh, my God. You need to get closer a little bit. Hey, Aldred! Get back up there.
Walk it on. Go over there behind the gear. Move. Stop contaminating my ground.
Get back there, the line. After you do that, you'll move up to the ammo point where you grill with me. You got anybody else? Long and clear. Let's rotate your selector switch from safe to semi and scan your lane. Left side is ready. I went ready on the right. Negative. I got you middle left. Rotate that selector switch from safe to semi and scan your lane. How about the chambers? Once you've done so, let's go ahead and place that weapon in that right V-lock station. Stand up to the butt of your weapon. Good shooting, man.
There you go. Bend that knee a little bit. There you go. What's coming up first? 50 meter left. No, you can't have that sandbag down there.
Your lane.
Real simple. All you do is just reverse and see. So go ahead and put back on your hand guard. Let's put the hand guard back on. Somebody screwed that up bad, didn't they? Only one hand guard is broken. Should only be one that's broken. Take your hand, brother, assist you on holding it down while you put your hand guard on. Cock your throwing leg. Push your knee toward the target. Reach across the body. Pull, safety, pull, pin. With a you, pull arm. Thank you. Go to heel, man. Go to heel. Cover down. 40 inch roll around. Hey, you buddy, smile. Cock your throwing leg. Point your knee toward the target. Cock the throwing leg. Point your knee toward the target. Reach across the body. Engage. Roll over. Roll over. Extend them grenades to your side. Cock the throwing leg. Point your knee toward the target. Reach across the body. Engage. Roll over. Roll over. Full safety, full pin. Extend, send the grenade to your side. What's complicated? Hey, you forearm now. There you go. Extend. Cock, throwing leg. Reach across the body. Engage. Roll your stomach. Rotate. All the way down. Oh, full safety, full pin. Get a proper grip on that grenade. Extend, send the grenade to your side. Cock your throwing leg. Reach across the body. Engage.
All right, man. First rank.
Roll over.
Do is move all the way up to the wall. All the way up to the wall.
Fine. Secure that hanging in with a good top roll. Get place that hanging in. Automatically insert your arms on your leg, bring it forward again. Stand up.
Index. I didn't take a pull no pin. Stand up.
Sneak, flip, and twist and pull the pan. Stand back up. Rotate. Take your head knife off that hanging eight and look down range. Elevate your non-throwing arm to a 45-degree angle. Place that hanging eight 3 to 5 inches behind your Kevlar and rock. Slide it back and away. On the command engage, you go throw the hanging eight high, hard, overhand. Watch that hanging eight hit ground, return to the squat position, and sound off with grenade.
Come on, man. I want everybody to pay attention. Huh? These army vests make you stupid. Engage!
Engage!
Oh, yeah.
Squat! Yes. Turn your head knives to hanging eight and squat. Back down. Remove that big flip, twist, pull, pin, stand back up.
Your safety pin's not off.
Tough decisions, isn't it?
Huh? One arm to a 45-degree angle. Place that hanging eight if you hadn't already done it. 3 to 5 inches behind your Kevlar and rock. Slide it back in the waist. On the command of engage, go for the hanging eight high, hard, overhand. Watch that hanging eight hit ground, return to squat to the sound grenade. Why are you guys looking at me for? Huh? You want to swap my spin, pat me on the butt, say you love me? Ready? Engage!
He's hitting our shit.
Your right hand or left hand hero, Albany. Keep hanging there, your chest all the way up, rear legs should be straight and extended. Now, take your head now and not hang there, relocate the target, arms down, throwing out to 45-degree angle, place the hang rate 3 to 5 inches behind your Kevlar, 3 to 5 inches, rock back, slide away. Not there to engage, just put your hand in high, hard, overhand, immediately get down behind, cover yourself with grenade. Engage.
Take your head.
Hurry up, work down, they could fall, stand. Head now, back and hang it in. Now, move to safety grip, put your pull ring. If you are left hand, touch your right knee, on to your body's right hand, quick hand.
Ready? Move!
Who's doing it?
Second and forward. Second and forward. Ready? Move!
Kill you some more. Yeah, I'm not. You want me to kick you?
All right, second and forward. Final stance. Move! Kill! Ready? Move!
Kill!
Ready? Move!
Oh, that was
You guys talk about right? Push him, front.
Yeah!
With it.
You're dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Just running teeth, running towards me. He's gonna kick my ass. Come on.
And down.
This is the military tactic.
Get your hand up there, get your foot up there.
So I'm gonna help pretend like I knocked you out.
Move!
Like this.
Come on! All that enthusiasm just kept.
Oh, that's the one I like.
Standing side, bow, move! Except
This is start position.
that hand out there.
Coming down here.
Extend that leg.
Get that foot up in the air, you hear?
Foot up in the air. Ready? Move!
You gotta slap out.
Ready? Move!
There you go. Whip that body over there.
Yeah, out this way, Bilal.
Hey,
That's it.
Opposite side this time, man.
Opposite side. Different
If
side
you're
this
dirty
time.
on this side, I know what side you fell on last time, a pal. Switch hands. Move. Not your elbow, Jones. Move. First and third rank. force are the aggressor. Versus the defender.
Can we defend?
You're going to defend him? All right. No. That's it. Go. That's it. Come on. See that? Drop it. You ready? Ready? No, that's over the shoulder. Where the down is over the shoulder. Hips roll. No. Take two. Next two. Hey, you can just help him up over there. He ain't got to. That was just technique I showed you. Let's go, man. Attack that wall. Get over that wall, you. You better get over there. Next two. Come on, sir. Next two. Let's go all the way up to first level. Push his head. Push up on his head. You gotta help him, man. You gotta help him. We're pushing. Come on. Like this. Wait. Let that push. There you go. Help him grab his leg. Someone else. Grab his shoulders and push. Swing up. Wait, no. God, we should stay down. Grab his belt. Why don't you get another person on that first floor to help that man out there? Let's get up there and they grab your leg. Ready? Hey, I'm coming. Come on. You guys give me a pull on, horse. Let's go. Top level. I'm right here. As for the firing gun. Firing gun. Push him up. Push him up. Well, big country. Hold on that floor. First floor, second floor, then I got 8 guys on second floor. Ah, yeah! Yeah, come on, Odom. Okay. Come on, that's it. Come on, let's get Sadler. Go, Sadler.
No, wait, don't bring anybody else up.
Where's Sadler at?
Right down
He's on the second floor. Give him a middle. Come on up, Sadler. Swing, Sadler. Swing, Sadler. Have faith in your buddies. You definitely got to have faith in your buddies. All right. All right. Y'all get some up. Second floor, come on. You, Brother Herb, get up there, McMillan. I'm coming up. McMillan waits till last. Turn around. Got your legs. Turn back. It's just that damn easy. Now go all the way to the top. Let's go. Right back to the floor when he flips it. So give your legs. You guys ready? Go. All right, I'm next. Come on, let's get her. Go, Irvin. Sleepy. Yeah. I got an easy way to do it. See how quick it is? You hit it the hard way. Yeah, baby. Hey, y'all. Oh, hell, that's easy. That's what I'm saying. Hell, that's easy. You're going up. Like that. All you're doing is coming down and where you went up. We were doing it the hard way. Again, stand straight up and jump off. No, you didn't. You bent your knees first. You want me to rewind the tape so you see it? Don't worry, you'll see it when you watch the video.
Jane, go back around and do it again. Bend your knees like this before you jump. There you go. Now don't bend your knees, Sadler. Just step off. Just step off, Sadler. There you go. Don't bend your knees, Jane. Just step off. Just step off. No, don't bend your knees. That's it.
I couldn't get a hold of it. I slid.
Green flag left, as it were. Red flag left hand,
dismount. Green flag left, yellow.
Now doing that yet?
I know how to start it.
Squeeze the collar and collar stock together. You can hold it just like I'm holding it now. It's a lot easier this way. Hold that whole range. Now watch what I do. I'm going to grab it, hold it like that's my neck portion of my fuse. Now if you see anything wrong with yours, please raise your hand. If it's bent, damaged, rusted up, raise your hand. Keep your hand up. If you see something wrong with it, raise your hand, keep your hand up. I can see it from here, Mom. Put the collar stop back on. Make sure that it's all snug, right up tight against that fuse. Oh, this is a pain in the butt. Once you get that sucker in here, then you go put that collar, the pole ring assembly back in, and make sure that you can see that pole ring going across. If you've got a flat piece of metal there, you've got your collar stop in backwards. Anybody that does not understand, has the slightest doubt in your mind, raise your hands or has
A challenge was given to an unsure, timid young man, the challenge that is the United States Army. He met the challenge and stepped into the history of the competent professional, dedicated to the preservation of the spirit and freedom of duty that has been the framework of the American soldier. It has been this spirit that has made the United States a country of respect, honor, and pride. We owe a lot to this heritage and the undaunted courage that forged this great nation. Through this history of service and duty, our country has been given the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.